was fresh out of the service. It was back in '82. I raised some kids.
Stop state murder! 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 Stop state murder!
Had to settle down. So I hide on at the prison. Guess I always knew I would.
I would ask for at least 60 seconds or longer, a bit longer, if we remember all victims of violence, not just Carroll Parr, who was put to death tonight in Texas as the 497th person in this state to meet that tragic end. But I would ask that we commemorate with a moment of silence all victims of all violence, be it individual violence, state violence, or governmental violence.
Listen, instead of y'all listening to me, y'all have heard me speak many, many times. To put it simple, I'm against violence. I don't think we can solve problems by killing each other, whether it's the state of Texas or whether it's the Crips and the Bloods. I tend to be against violence. Dr. King challenged us to take a look at Mahatma Gandhi and Henry David Thoreau, and Jesus of Nazareth. That we would look at each other as brothers and sisters and not as potential enemies. I don't need to make speeches to you. Most of you know me and know what I feel about this. When you execute somebody and 5 years later you find out you executed the wrong person, you can do like Governor Oops say and say, oops, but you can't bring them back. If you put somebody in prison for the rest of their lives, and 5 years later you found out you put the wrong person in jail, you can release them, pay them for the time they spent in jail, and apologize. But once you execute them, that's a final decision you've made about their lives.
God has made us different tribes and nations, Muslims and Jews and Christians, and other people with other religions, and I'd like to get to know you. I'd like to get to know you. Said I'd like to get to know you.
Protestamos por las matanzas hechas por el Estado en nombre de la ley. We are protesting when the state begins to kill in the name of the law. La pena de muerte es barbárica. The death penalty is barbaric. Es arcaica. Es archaic. Esto no es una fuerza disuasoria y esto es el contraproductivo. El tiempo había venido para abolir la pena de muerte en Texas. Ahora.
That we are all one family, black, white, Chinese, Greek, Hebrew, it doesn't matter. We are all one family. And the only way that we as a society, as a human race, will continue to survive and thrive is once we recognize and grasp that and live that out, that truth in our daily lives. That justice for you it's got to be justice for me. Security for you has got to be security for me. So when Texas, of all places, with all of its horrific crimes to humanity, its wars of weaponry that's made in our backyard, the continued death, executions taking place on a regular basis, both at home and abroad, I would ask you, are you, the 50 of us that are here, are you doing enough? What more can you do?
It is unimaginable what is going on behind closed doors at the Polunsky unit in Livingston, Texas. These men are confined to their cells for 23 hours a day. Many of them have gone crazy, literally insane. 11 men have slashed their throats. One man ate his own eyeballs. This is the conditions, this is the horrifying conditions that these men are finding themselves in, and unfortunately, through no control of their own, they are actually going insane on Texas's death row, and we absolutely have to shut down the Polunsky unit.
Hold your hand up if you never sin. Hold your hand up if you never sin. Say amen. Say amen if you never sin. Jesus is the only man that I know that never sinned. And he was crucified. Now how cruel is that? Now you want to take a man off a death row that is serving time for doing the crime and execute him? How cruel is that? Hold your hand up if you never sinned.
This end has to come. And as sure as the sun will come up tomorrow, it will come. I want you to do a few things before you leave here. I hope that you all have a sheet so that you can call your legislator about these death penalty bills. I hope that you will sign those placards over there. And I hope that you will see this gathering tonight on May the 7th as a collective beginning within this society. This is the 8th largest city in the country, and this should not be the only time that we get to see each other's faces tonight. Take a look around at the people that are still here. I hope that you will see them as long as this state continues to put people to death. It is your moral duty and mine to stand up and say, no more. Not now, not ever, not in my name. No more. Not now, not in my name.
Take my